Topic today is avoiding relationship mistakes. I'm so glad I got people like Deborah on here and all of that. Uh, they can give us the tips, right? So in the comments, my subheading was I've got options, I got issues. I got options, I got issues. Which one are y'all? Are you single by choice or are you single because you got issues? My married people, you excluded from this one. And I'm coming from the book of Judges today, by the way. Get it, Judges? But no, I'm really coming from the book of Judges. A lot of my stuff is going to be from Samson. Single by choice. Single by choice. All right. So you ain't got no issues. Anybody else single by choice? No issues? I bet you my married people tell you they got issues. My married people, y'all got some issues. There you go. See, I told you. My married people going to say we have issues even being married. I told you. Sheesh, I'm dating and single and have too many issues. Krista, girl. There it is. See, this is why I like this Zoom. Ooh, child, the issues. See, I got options. I got issues. I got both, right? No, that's why I wanted to have this conversation. This is why I love the Zoom because we're gonna be real this morning, right? But you know, we always come from a word. Joel, I don't know if you still on here, Joel. I'm coming from the book of Judges, Judges 14, 1 and 3, but the whole thing is over. I'm using Samson a whole lot in here. Um, a whole lot. Brianna says, I got options, definitely issues. So you got issues yourself, right? We have been married for 5 years, but together for 8. Look at that, my good married folk. My good married folks. So we got Deborah. Deborah's the leader on this with 28 years. Keisha had 21. Marcus had 13. We got Joy had 5. Joy got 5. Genesis got 5, but been together 8. So y'all dated 3 years. Okay, I'm gonna count that. I'm at 17. You 17? What? You just said you were single, Adrian. You single when she ain't looking. Huh? Curtis on here. What up, boy? Had 10, right? So we're talking about avoiding relationship mistakes. My headline is I got options, I got issues. I got options, I got issues, right? And it's really cool to see my married people on here talk about that they have the issues or the issues in marriage. So quick question was single by choice or single because you got issues? That was the quick question. It's rhetorical. You can write it in the comments. You can turn on the mic and answer that if you want. But Book of Judges 14, Judges 14 verses 1 and 3. In a nutshell, I should have just wrote it and shared my screen. If anybody could pull up another tab or something and copy Judges 14 verses 1 through 3. It basically says, one day when Samson was in Timnah, one of the Philistine women caught his eye, right? And then it goes on to say, he went home and told his folks, I'm paraphrasing, y'all. He went home and told his folks, man, I see this fine Philistine woman. Y'all need to get her over here. I'm about to marry her. And his folks came back and was like, you sure? You can't pick nobody from my own tribe, right? What's up, Inez? I'm leaving because of this topic, not for me. Be blessed. Thank you, Inez. Thank you, Inez. Joe was married 15 years, right? So he basically was telling his folks that, man, I want that woman. And what Scholar said, that woman was not for me, right? So I was gonna say, anybody been there? Anybody ever been in them streets and saw somebody you think you want, right? Try to put your best foot forward and they just not for you, right? Thank you, Adrian. It's right there in the comments. Thank you. Y'all can read it right there, right? For certain, right? Thank you. See somebody you wanted, they just not for you, right? So I put some points down, but I'm actually gonna leave this joint open. I actually hate to see Inez left because I was gonna let everybody write in the comment red flags, right? But my points were: one, unequally yoked. We all know that in the good Christian world, right? Not being spiritually compatible, right? what that's going to do is forever put us in a struggle. When you unequally yoked, you will forever be spiritually not compatible, right? You might want to wake up and do a Zoom that's faith-based. You might want to go to church on Sunday, Wednesday. You might want to go to both services. You might want to serve on the worship team. That person might not want that. Or that person do want that and you don't want that, right? This person want to go to church and you don't. This person want to go to send the kids to a Christian school, which costs more money. When it come down to money, that person or you may have an issue with the giving part, right? Being spiritually unequally yoked. Number two, making decisions based on the sight. I wrote that. Maybe that person, maybe you think you're attracted to that person because either they look good or they got something going on for themselves, right? Right? You start looking with these eyes instead of through faith, right? Number three, not taking time to process or get past your past pain from your old relationships, right? These are just points that I made. We're finna get to these red flags. That's why I'm going fast. Number four, thinking with your hormones, right? How all of these things can do, how to avoid relationship mistakes. This is what I should be saying, right? Thinking with your hormones, we already know what that means, right? Number five, ignoring the red flags. Now we here at the red flags, all right? So let's talk about some relationship red flags. Now I use marriage and singleness because we either married or we single on here, everybody, right? But you can use it as relationship flags in your friendships. Relationship flags, relationship red flags in your friendships, your business relationships, or your relationship. All right. So I started it with dating because as soon as you see red flags, that's what people think. Boom, dating. Right. And that's why I started talking about marriage, because we got people who are married and been married a long time, got tons of wisdom, tons of stories, right? Red flag, lack of trust, communication issues, finances. Finance, yes. I would definitely say communication issues, definitely say lack of trust. Finances, Genesis, if you can, break down finances, because they can have good finances. Is that a red flag? Or only bad finances is the red flag. Because they can have good finances and be a D-boy, right? Raising children and how you will choose parenting. Okay, both red flags when it comes to finance. Okay, gotcha. Undefined boundaries. All right, I'm gonna read the ones I got because I got some of these on here. Undefined. Ooh, I definitely got that on here. I ain't gonna say my number one. I just started writing these down from the top of my head, right? Integrity. Not being about what their word is, right? Not being what they say they're gonna be. Not doing what they say they're gonna do, right? Integrity, to me, and integrity is up there. They ain't number one, but it's definitely up there, right? Number two, no spiritual interest. Matter of fact, I know I'm gonna say these and y'all thinking about that person. Think about yourself on some of these, right? No spiritual interest, right? Here's just crazy about no spiritual interest. You see it all the time. It might be even equal on here. It might even be equal on here. Crazy. I didn't even think about that. But when you go to church is majority women. I've never been to a church that's majority men, right? I was talking about this on the radio years and years ago. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask y'all, why do you think it's more women than men at church? Straight honest. Why do you think it's more women on here than men? Right? Somebody. I talked about this on the radio maybe 5 years ago, and I think it's still true. Let me say this. Why do you think it's more single women in church than single men? Because women naturally have openness to serve. Okay, I can rock with that, Joe. I can rock with that. Anybody else? I think we're more that I disagree, but okay. I think we're more focused on work, is what Adrian said. Nope. Well, I disagree. My They looking for a husband. I disagree with that too, but whatever. Whatever. I think women are more open about their faith. Okay. Okay. All right. My answer might not be right, but rock with me on this. Simply because men got a issue. Who put the word serving on here? Men got an issue serving or being led by another man. Majority of the time, there's a lot of women senior pastors out there. I know of like 3 or 4 of them that's super dope, personally, right? Most of the time when a church has a male pastor and he's really good in his word, or he's really dynamic, or he's really leading people, or really pouring into his people, most of the time women would be like, I can listen to that, or I can envision that's the kind of, air quotes, godly man that I desire, or that's the kind of relationship, because we know word says like the man should be the head, the priest, the protector, provider, all of that good stuff. A lot of men be like, man, I got this, right? And then you get in a relationship, and the first thing a woman says, pastor said, the dude to say, man, I don't care nothing about what he said, right? I'm joking on that part, but I talked about that on the radio a lot, right? A lot of times men be like, yo, I don't need another man to lead me. I got this. This is my house. This is my world. This is my relationship, right? So I personally think that's one of the main reasons why you will see a lot more single women than single men in church, right? My red flags, we're still writing red flags, y'all. Integrity, not being about that word. Men, it's a pride issue or ego issue, not being humble themselves and serve. Facts, all facts, all facts. Man, I serve in my church faithfully 8 years. 8 years, right? And man, I sit here, I study other, man. So no spiritual interest, right? Here's one that's real for everybody. No physical attraction. We're talking about red flags, right? That is true, but as a woman, it is detrimental when we allow pastors to lead us and downplaying our husband. Woo, that's good. Yeah, if your pastor's doing that, it's time to go. Real talk. If he's doing that, it's time to go. All right. No physical attraction. Red flag. Red flag. I don't care how godly, I don't care how, what is the good church word, man? Man of God, woman of God, she is, he is. If you ain't physically attracted, red flag. All right. Irresponsible. I think somebody wrote that one on there. If somebody is irresponsible, right? So many different ways you could be irresponsible. I'll give you one. You're going to go buy the dope wallet and your light bill not paid. You trying to keep up with this. Irresponsible. Define it yourself, right? Extreme emotional baggage. Red flag. Extreme emotional baggage, right? No definition of a relationship. You dating somebody, my married people, this ain't for you, right? This part, right? Control and competitive, both of them on my list, right? No definition of a relationship. If you single and you dating and y'all can't really say what this is, red flag. Especially as a grown person. If you can't say what this is, red flag. Right? You know, when people just say, we just together, that ain't no definition. We do what that ain't no definition. Narcissistic, that's definitely on my list. Definitely on my list. If the relationship is all about them, if it's one-sided relationship, if you're doing all of the pouring, the giving, the providing, the creating the memories, creating the experiences, red flag. All right. Controlling. Nikisha just said that. Definitely controlling. Somebody that is like, man, you need to be doing this, or you should be doing this, and they got they got the blueprint for your life, right? Or if they compete. Ooh, listen, if y'all ain't on the same team, she put competitive. If y'all not on the same team, definitely red flag. Ain't nobody trying to be in a relationship with somebody they got to compete with at all, right? No real friends in their life. No real friends in their life. Red flag, right? Because now they're Nikisha, do me a favor. You're gonna have to define that. I know the definition of it, but that's a newer term. So she wrote the word gaslighting. Gaslighting. You hear it all the time. My son,
1 minute, y'all could talk for like a month or so, or maybe even a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden, there's no contact. You'll call them, they're not answering their phone. You're texting them, there's no response. They like respond to you whenever they get ready to, or whenever they feel like it. They're not showing you that they're trying to make this a relationship. They're not trying to make this a thing. There's no communication.
that's ghosting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gaslighting, ghosting.
No, they two different things, but you're right. Brianna said it just when I just said it. That's ghosting. When somebody just up and disappear, that's ghosting. And ghosting sounds just like what it is, being a ghost. I'm out.
But they come back. They come back. They just come back when they want to.
Gaslighting is when people make you think you crazy with your own thoughts, basically.
Oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah. Somebody put the definition of gaslighting. Gaslighting is when people be like, give me a good example. Gaslighting. Make you sound crazy for thinking what you think. Right? I believe that's the definition of it. Somebody write the definition of gaslighting. I told you it's a newer term. Yeah, see? Yeah, they make you think you crazy for what you be think. Like, we together, I'm always in the streets. As soon as you check that, manipulating. Gaslighting is manipulating, that's the same thing. Somebody wrote, hold on. Genesis got an article. She pull up an article, my girl. That's the type of manipulation. Yeah. Somebody make you think, man, am I tripping for saying this? Yeah, you've been gaslit, right? We said controlling, no real friends in their life. Abuse issues or anger issues, red flag, right? Low self-esteem. If you with somebody who down in themselves or they need you to constantly uplift them, red flag, right? Who? Man, Genesis, you must be at work, Genesis. Genesis is going in. I love it. I love it. Yeah. No life of their own. No life of their own. Meaning, no life of their own, meaning they attach to, like, yesterday was the 4th of July. Every holiday is at my place. I can't never, like, you can't never be the leader on something. Everything is, you're coming into my world. I'm not coming into yours. You're only coming into mine. No life of their own. Right? Immaturity. Somebody's still on the same stuff that they was on in college, or they not growing in the relationship, red flag. Jealousy or insecurity, which is very, very big for me. Jealousy or insecurity. Right? All right, so, man, I ain't know gaslighting was gonna take off. Understanding abuse types of gaslighting. I want to click some of these. Hold on. Genesis, you at work? That's good, man. I'm gonna say, if one of y'all want to click that link and then share your screen, let me make it available to share your screen. If you want to share your screen, it's open. That's real good. But why do y'all think some people, we ignore red flags? When we see some of this stuff, why we ignore it? If I'm going back to the book of Judges, it's all in the Bible. That boy Samson wanted that girl so bad. He did something with some riddles, told some people some riddles. Man, that book of Judges, listen, y'all. That book of Judges, Samson saw that girl, told his folks he wanted her. They tried to warn him. He still wanted her. It was early. He was doing something with some riddles. That girl, wait. The girl he wanted to marry, her daddy gave her to his best man. Now he was upset, angry. That book of Judges out there. There's a lot of stuff going on in Judges. Gave your wife to your best man? Oh, yeah, I'm angry. I can't get into another relationship because I'm angry. Then got the hair cut off. We all know that part. And God left him, the strength left him, all of that. Been through most of them. Been through most of them, what? Red flags? How many people on here got these red flags while we thinking about the other person? Right? Anybody open enough to say the red flag that they possess? Right? It could
be with me, I might have I'm clingy in a relationship sometimes. That's like my major red flag.
Clingy. My fiance says she has no real friends. Yeah. Yeah, that could be it too. Clingy. Clingy could be a red flag. If you don't like your man to go do anything on his own.
He can do anything he wants, just as long as it's not affecting the relationship. It's just that, like, I'm the type, like, I'm constantly under. Like, I like to be under you. So.
No, I'm joking. For me, I'd be like, all right, move is hot. No, just kidding. Nah. Joe said, my fiance said she got no real friends, right? If your spouse ain't got no real friends, listen. I'm gonna be on the ground trying to hook them up with some friends. Man, go take her out, bro. Move is hot. I just playing, Joe. Joe, you be saying that move is hot. Go find some. What time the game come on? The game ain't on. Lady be telling them, man, what time the game come on? You ain't got no friends to go watch the game. Yeah, clingy. Kids, you're gonna have to work on that. You're gonna have to work on that. Anything else? Anybody else want to say that they may have signs that you may carry? She do watch the game. I'm watching it too. No. You watching the game, we watching the game. Where my girl Deborah at? When Deborah had 28 years, she said she said this in the beginning, y'all. They have the conversations, the hard conversations. Deborah, if you can, write in the comments how y'all approach the hard topics. Or anybody. Genesis been married, Joy been married. How do you approach the hard topics? How do you approach the hard conversations? Because I think that's a lot in relationship. People don't want to have the hard conversations. Can y'all be in a relationship with somebody who's just godly and not physically what you want? In fact, this is a hard one. How do you tell somebody that they, air quotes, falling off? They ain't as fine as they were when they, I'm sorry, let me say it like this. They started to let themselves go. They done got you. Ooh, you don't?
Should I do That's a hard no for me too.
You don't? Y'all don't say nothing?
No, I'm saying for the hard no for the first question.
Oh, okay.
How do you, I can't, that's a hard no for me to be not physically attracted to someone because they're just, air quotes, man of God. That's not for me. That's a hard no.
Yeah. I rock with you on that. I definitely rock with you on that. Yeah. You encourage them to get into the gym or lead them to do things. How, Joe? Give me the blueprint. I'm laughing because that's a dead end question, but whatever. You pray about it, my boy. All of us been there. Everybody been there. How do you tell somebody, like she said, that's a hard no for her, but can they do the things together, basically? What if they don't want to? What if he had it together, groomed up, smelling good, clean around the house, all of that good stuff? Now that's fine, Nikisha. All right, all of the good stuff to make the resume look good. Kept the haircut, kept the nails, feet done, all that. Y'all get together, he stops, skirt, no more gym, nothing. Don't clean up like he used to. I'll tell you why never mind. I'll tell you why I stop cleaning up, because you do the closet. You clean, lady. I'm joking. Right? Vice versa. How do you tell her, babe? babe, right? Joe, you see me tiptoeing. I'm not big on the physical attraction part. It's not a red flag for me. Amen. 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 Brianna, you're gonna have to break that down to us. How can you sustain that? Or how have you been sustaining that? That's awesome though. That you don't care nothing about the physical. I don't know. I'm gonna need to be able to look at you. While we praying, I need to be able to look at you with one eye and be like, Lord. Right? For real. You going in on prayer, and I'm like, we praying about two different things. Lord, when I open my eyes, make her fine. I know she going in, Lord, but okay, I'm done. I'm done. Right? Brianna, please educate us, dog. Educate us, dog. I'm in the book of Judges today, y'all.
Can't stand you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, you got it. You got it.
So I think for me personally, it's not the physical attraction. Of course, you gotta get a haircut, smell good. But as long as you make up for it in different, like in other areas, like you ugly, but you funny, but you ugly, but you got money. So, I mean, I feel like that's different. Or you're ugly, but you're very spiritual. So I feel like I can't say. I feel like it's totally different. You gotta bring something more to the table. If you're slacking in one area, but you could be stronger in another. So goodbye.
That's why I love this Zoom. I love this Zoom. Hey, to each his own, my girl. Like I said, you ugly, but you funny. You better get your funny looking self. Never mind. You ugly, but you got money. Man, you better. When I was 16, that mattered. Today, man, I don't get nothing about that. Hey. You have a bum. Hey, man, listen. Listen. Well, let me let you ladies know something. My fellas, do you agree? Listen, we here first. We here first. Listen, when I found out
not just a guy thing, Marcus.
It is. It's definitely.
I said it's not just a guy thing. I'm guy first too. No, absolutely not.
Thank you, Deborah.
And you can't have messed up teeth, because if I look at your face and your teeth are messed up, that is so a hard no for me.
Who cares what you praying about when your teeth jacked up?
You didn't pray to go to the dentist.
Pray about that dentist insurance, my boy.
Exactly.
It's my tea this morning, y'all. Like, y'all started this, right? Hey, Brianna, you might need to teach a therapy class about how to be attracted without being attracted. I don't know. We here first with it. I don't care what you. Hey, we're not going to church. We're gonna watch Marcus on Zoom because I don't want nobody to see this. He said you ain't gotta turn your camera on. Good. All right, I'm done. Listen, red flags, y'all. Red flags. All right, I got 5 minutes left. Let's get some networking in. Normally on Friday, Joe, who gave an amazing word last Friday, he on the beach this weekend with his chest all out, been doing push-ups all week. I know, Joe, we're gonna see you on the Facebook. Bedside Baptist with no camera. That's what I'm talking about, Curtis. Bedside Baptist right here. We don't care what you look like. This Brianna, a deacon over here. Right? Let's see. It's travel season. Adrian got a travel company. Holler at Adrian if you need to travel. My girl Genesis got an amazing podcast. Joe does his ATM Ministries on Facebook. Follow him if you want more. Didi got some amazing clothes that I'm collaborating with. My boy Curtis is a rolling DJ. He'll come to your city. Do your weddings. Y'all ain't got to look good. He'll do your wedding. I bet Curtis be like, I ain't doing no ugly people wedding. You might got ugly friends. I'm just playing. My girl Deborah got 28 years married. Y'all need some advice. I better holler at her. But anybody got anything else going on? I got these podcast studios. I'm teaching kids YouTube and podcasting at my personal studios. Holler at me for more on there. Anybody got anything going on? Throw some links in. Adrian, Brianna said you got a link. Joe just dropped that Glidden, I can't never say it, Joe. Yep, there you go. Drop it on there. Y'all need a DJ, holler at him. Adrian, his IG right there. Brianna, where you traveling to? You traveling to where some good-looking people at? Take your boo with you. Brianna be out there with them dark glasses on them beach. Her glasses be so dark. But I ain't looking at them. I'm looking at you with your crooked teeth because you funny. Make me laugh. He be like, you hear about the one with the dog in the bar? Damon Smith coming on here is crazy late. My God, Damon. Damon Smith, welcome. You at the end of this one. You missed an amazing Zoom, Damon Smith. It's all good. We'll do it again tomorrow. We just networking right now, Damon. Brianna, I got a joke for you. Black man, white man, and China. I'm just kidding. I done stole her heart. She over here like, Genesis got an amazing podcast. Y'all click that link. Real talk. I'm trying to bring Genesis over to my network. Real talk, but obviously I can't afford Genesis to be here. Genesis is like, Mark, nobody needs your little old platform. 40 plus audio platform. Deborah, what you do for a living? Anybody else? My girl Joy Diva, if y'all ever want to see somebody balling out of control, go to her IG. She jumped off of a building, jumped off of a mansion into a pool. Summertime. Joy Diva out here balling. For real, Genesis, I've been trying. Hey, we're still praying for you, by the way, Genesis. But yeah, I've been trying to get you over to join my national show. I'm gonna get you. I am gonna get you. All right, we got another minute and a half. Anybody else want to get anything off they got going on? Floor is yours. Anybody got anybody want to drop a red flag we need to be worried about? If you scripturally, I was in Judges 14, 1 through 3. Actually, I was all over Judges, but that's where I got one of the scriptures from. So you just read Judges over the next day or two.